So before I start, I'd like to make a medical disclaimer. I'm not a doctor or a medical professional. The information on this presentation is meant for educational purposes only. This information and the product discussed are not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Statements on this presentation have not been evaluated by the FDA. If you're pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition, please consult your physician first. So how many of you have been on diet and feeling frustrated? Please raise your hand or put in the chat. Put in yes in that you've been frustrated. You can, I want to know like how many of you have tried different diets. Have you feel like you have to skip your favorite food, or are you really losing fat, or other thing like muscle or weight or even bones? Are you suffering pain, even pain from hunger or pain from your knee from being overweight? And then you feel like you have to starve, but even starvation didn't work because you get moody, depressed, or tired. And then you put in a lot of hours in the gym, hours of workout and no result. And then we rebound as soon as you get out of diet. You lose 5, you gain 10 pounds and never seeing you getting anywhere, right? And plus you can spend a lot of money, and people, spend a lot of money and with no result, right? So I see people try out the diet and felt the pain and felt the frustration. So today we're gonna help you to solve that problem. And there are 4 myths, and people said, since people try so many diets, right, nothing work, and you probably think like some people just giving up, like it's all the same, right? No, it's not the same, because when weight loss, it doesn't equal to fat loss, right? And when people go on diet and thinking they're losing weight, but they actually could losing water and bone. And what we really want to achieve here is lose the fat, right? And increase our muscle, because our muscle burn more calories and make us more toner, more healthier. So the 4 myths, it's definitely not the same. And you can see the person on the top picture, 155 pounds, exactly the same weight. But the one on the left, you can see have more fat. The one on the right has more lean and toner, right? Same thing on the bottom, same weight, 158 pounds, and the ones on the right has 6 packs. So you tell me which one is healthier. You can put it on the chat, right or left, on this photo, right? It's the same weight, right? And on the left, but more muscle, but on the left, same weight, but has more fat. So which one has a more healthier body? Right, correct. That's right. So weight loss, just looking at your weight doesn't mean that you're losing the fat. So just by how much you weigh doesn't mean that it's healthier for you. So you can see the mass of fat is the volume of the fat is much larger than the muscle. Same weight, 5-pound fat and 5-pound muscle looks very different. And you can see it even in the photo previously. And also another myth is that it's in our genes. Like some people just give up because they have been fat ever since they were a child or a baby, and they never could lose that fat, and they kind of just accept it. They said they tried everything, nothing worked. So they start to believe it's in their genes, right? They kind of partially correct it, but it's not what they think. So I'm going to explain that to you later. So having overweight growing up, it can really hurt somebody's mindset, right? So if you get healthier yourself, you can help your family too. Your family would be benefit from and learn from you. So if you look at this picture, identical twin, you can see they're the same genes, but how they look are very different, right? So there's a technology called gene expression. I'll explain that later, but you can see, yes, it's a gene, but how it expresses, it really depends on your lifestyle too, right? So that's something that we can control. So it's not all in your genes. And another myth that, oh, special advertisement, you just take this, you lose the fat, melt the fat and all that. And people go out and rush and buy it, right? But is it really, there's a magic pill for delicious food and eating trans fat? I mean, that's really like people still want to eat delicious food, right? You can't change that. Is it the magic pill is gonna help you if you don't have a healthy eating habit, right? Or you constantly eating sugar and carbs and cakes and cookies, right? And that also not gonna help you, right? Also biological aging. If you're older, it's much harder to lose the weight. Why? Because your metabolic rate is slower than when you were younger. And then there's lifestyle. If you sit around or sit in the car, watching TV, sitting around not doing exercise, that's not going to change, right? Because when we move, we build muscles. So also people, when they go on stress, and stress causes cortisol, cortisol causes more sugar in the blood. And then that builds up more fat. So, and your cell's so hungry, it wants to eat even more. So there's a lot of stress eating because of it. Stress cause some people overweight because they eat, right? They overeat. And so you can look at so fat is not the same as muscle. All these factors impact weight gain. So there's not a magic pill that can fix all these problems. And a lot of people think, I can do it on my own. I don't need anybody, right? But if you haven't lost the weight, can you really do it on your own? If you haven't done it, you probably can't do it by yourself, because it also takes mental power and will. And so the output, the energy that you use has to be over what you take in, right? Sometimes it's hard. And people, when it comes to exercise, and people are busy, no time, no will, and always put it later, right? And then when I was gaining weight, I didn't, to a point that I don't even want to step on the scale anymore because it was so disgusting. Like, have you gotten to the point like, oh no, this is not me. If I don't see it, I won't know, right? And then over the years, the weight just keep going up, right? And of course, a low metabolic rate, it's going to be harder when you get older. It's going to be even harder to lose that weight. So, and can you do it on your own? Very, very tough. If you can do it, you already done it. So that's why we have this community, that lifestyle change, community that we support each other and help each other. I'm going to share that with you later. And let's talk about danger of obesity, right? Most people don't realize that, oh, fat is the fat, right? People are fat, that's fat. They don't really think about visceral fat. If you look at the visceral fat, it's not the under the skin subcutaneous fat that's just under your skin. These are the fat that really wrap around the organs, like your heart, your liver, and then it affecting how they function. Imagine that. And fat attract toxin and all that build out over the years. I see men as they get older, their tummy, we call it, what is it, beer belly, right? And a lot of men, as they get older, their tummy gets bigger. And women, when they have to pregnancy, they also have hard time losing the tummy, and the fat just keep growing and squeezing the organ, make the organs work even harder. And that's very dangerous, having the visceral fat. So danger of obesity, these are all the things that's related: obesity, diabetes, right? Pregnancy, fertility, and then blood pressure, high blood pressure, cholesterol, and then triglyceride, that's fat, or, cancer related, and heart disease, right? And then when you go to see the doctor for all these problem, or even back problem, knee problem, right? And doctor give you what? Medication, right? More medication. You got problem, more medication. You got this problem, more medication. That problem, more medication. And all these medications, guess what? Have a lot of harmful side effects, right? And it's just piling out the medication, right? Instead of doing that, why can't we just lose the weight and lose the fat, right? And this is already fact that you can search that obesity. Now we have another one. Now they associate COVID-19 with obesity. People obese are harder to fight the COVID-19. So there's many great reasons that we should lose the weight and lose the fat. And how about the yo-yo diet? Tell me the kind of diet that you've been on. What diet that you have been on, right? There's slim and tea, there's detox, exercise, I used to pay a couple $1,000s to join gym, I probably went like the beginning 5 times. And then no matter how much I spend the money, I don't go back anymore. It takes willpower, right? And then you go to spa, you get wrapping, but that's only temporary solutions. Sauna, eating apples. Hello, just eating apples alone? Our body needs other nutrient, right? Or starvation, go on fasting, or meal replacement, but not something that is, over the count, in the market. I mean, what are you replacing? Do you get the nutrient that you needed, the quality of protein you needed? And then, of course, people start taking, medication or even something to lose weight. I have a needle. And how about liposuction? I have people spending a lot of money doing liposuction. And then after a while, they gain the weight back. Why? Because they haven't changed their lifestyle. They haven't changed their habit, right? So just putting one solution in there, one patch is not going to work, and here's this little video can explain it really well.
Let me tell you the dirty secret of dieting. Dieting makes you fat. Don't believe me? In the next 90 seconds, I'll prove it. This is Bob. Bob wants to look good at his reunion. At the beach, or just look great naked. So Bob diets and loses 30 pounds. That's great, right? Wrong. Losing 30 pounds and thinking you're healthy is like cutting off both of your arms and celebrating for losing weight. The scale doesn't matter. Everyone has what we call an internal body engine, which consists of your organs and your lean muscle. Your body engine is always running and burning calories. As long as your body engine is running properly, you'll burn calories naturally. When Bob dieted and lost 30 pounds, what he didn't know was only 20 pounds of what he lost was fat. The other 10 pounds were lean muscle from his body engine and therefore lowered the number of calories he burns naturally. So Bob gets off his diet and falls back into his normal eating habits. But since his body engine isn't burning as many calories anymore, all of those extra calories that aren't being used go straight to fat. Bob gains more than he weighed before, and so he diets again. But he damages his body engine again and gains even more. He's fallen into the vicious cycle of dieting. So what's a guy to do? Through our weight management programs and unique technology, we focus on body fat percentage and strengthening your body engine, aka building your lean tissue to burn calories naturally. A bigger body engine burns more calories, meaning you'll maintain a healthy body for months and years ahead.
Yes!
You'll know you're in great shape when you lose inches and your body fat percentage lowers. Now, Bob is looking great at his reunion, looking better at the beach, and looking his best when he's naked. We're changing the way the world sees dieting and health. You can do it too. Want to know how? Just ask whoever showed you this video. Call me.
So you can tell, like, from this video, like most diets lose the muscle, and then when people get off the diet, they have the body generate less calories because less muscles, and they go back to the way they eat before the diet, and guess what? They gain weight.
Let me tell you the dirty secret.
So the key is to the right approach, TRA, the right approach. Key concept is through education and awareness, and you wanted to develop healthy habits, right? And not only benefit yourself, but your whole entire family, right? And also, if you can reduce the body fat, you reduce the toxin that stay in the body, you reduce the inflammation because caused by the toxin, right? And then you reduce the high blood pressure, cholesterol, heart disease, stroke, and cancer risk. All these benefits, that you could have just by reducing body fat and build muscle, and so make you stronger, so increase metabolism and great tone and shape. And this is something that we need to, is basically three key concepts. If we can keep these three concepts in our daily lifestyle, we can have a sustainable and long-term healthier diet. And other quick fix, magic pill, whatever, there's no habit change. There's the way they reduce weight is lose the muscle and then and lose the bone mass. And when people fall, they fracture their bone or lose water, which is, it comes right back, right? So that's why the yo-yo syndrome weight rebound even more. So this is Alex. He was overweight, and he was fairly young, but he has 2 young children and beautiful wife, but he was overweight, and he has he's the breadwinner in the house, in the family. And if you look at his history, and he has a host of medical conditions, 2 heart attacks, 2 episodes of hypertension, type 2 diabetes, and herniated inflammation, which almost confined him to wheelchair. And his problem was so bad that, he didn't even have a confidence of himself that he will live long enough. That really worries his wife. And, what if something really happened to him? What happened to his own family? And then he even planned his own funeral plans so that he would save his wife's trouble on the hassle if something happened to him. That's kind of sad to live a life, right? Do you think that will be a happy, healthy life, family life? That's a lot of pressure for the wife and the kids, right? The children. So when he started be on the bulge, he helps him to reclaim his outlook on his life. And in just 2 months, his health improved tremendously. And not only he getting benefit from the program, and also his lovely family that he loves a lot. So it's not just about yourself, it's about people you care about and love around you. And next. And this beautiful lady, right? But she was, look at her. This is how she looked, and this is how after she lost the weight. And imagine walking down the road and your friends couldn't recognize the new young you after she lost the weight. Ming was such a head-turning woman. She was young, but then she was like it's about 200 pounds, 90 kilograms, about 200 pounds. Trouble with hypertension, leg pain issues. She decided to embark on the Beat and Bolt program. In 90 days, she lost 15 kilograms. That's over 30 pounds, like 33 pounds. And 10 kilograms is all body fat. And she's now healthier, happier, and stronger than ever. Best of all, her doctor took her off her hypertension medication. Now she's really, and now that's really worth celebrating. So when we lose the weight, lose the fat, it really helps us with our other problem condition. So most diet is having a small breakfast and bigger lunch, and the dinner is the largest, right? Especially in my traditional family, right? And here in our program, breakfast is the largest, lunches gets middle, and dinner have a lot less dinner. And that's the way, I should have asked you which one is the better way to have a healthier diet. Okay, next time I'll ask. But the answer is the person on the right. And the food portion is fruits, and vegetables in your palm, and non-meat protein in a fist, and meat protein, a second portion of protein in a meat portion. If you don't eat meat, you can double the non-meat portion, and then also carbs in a hand cup. And so we have this program 3-3-3-3, and that we should, this is how we should control our diet. And then I'm going to talk about it more later. So you're going to ask you, why are we eating 2 fists of protein, or, at least 1 pound size of protein and 1 non-meat protein? So why are we eating so much protein? So protein makes hormones and enzymes. It also helps to keep your muscle, bones, blood, hair, and nails healthy. Protein helps build, repair, and maintain tissue, as well as boost the immune system, increase fat burning, and lower the risk of diabetes. Actually, in order to our body to break down the protein, it actually takes more calories to turn that into sugar that for the energy. And so, and also protein help to build muscle, right? That's what we're looking for. And if you look at, like you look at this picture, right? 100 calories of steak and 100 calories of broccoli. Which one has more protein? You probably think, well, steak, right? Normally we think protein is steak, but surprisingly, broccoli actually have more protein. Not only that, broccoli has a lot less fat than meat, than steak. You can look at the number here. So, and chewing and saliva. So our digestive system start in our mouth, start when we chew food. So we always been told, why chewing food, right? When you chew your food, it gets broken down into smaller pieces, and which are easier to digest. When mixed with saliva, chewing allows your body to extract the greatest possible amount of nutrient from the food you eat. So chew your food, and it's healthier for you, for your body to absorb the nutrient, because it breaks down with the saliva. So the function of saliva contains the enzyme amylase that breaks down some starches down into maltose and dextrin. This digestion of food occurs within the mouth even before food reaches the stomach. And if you chew your food 30 times slowly, benefit of chewing food slowly, in one study, expert found that chewing almonds between 25 and 40 times not only suppress hunger, but also increase people's ability to absorb nutrient from the almonds. Okay, so how about juicing, right? A lot of people I know, do you know people when they go on diet, they go juicing? If you do, say yes in the chat. Do you know people when they decide to go diet, they go on juicing? Is that a common diet that you hear? If you do, if you know people go on juicing, say yes. Yeah, we know a lot of people when they think, when they go on diet, they don't eat solid food, they don't chew their food, and they go on juicing. So we don't do juicing. Why? Because you don't get the sufficient fiber. That juicing machine actually separates the fiber out of juice. And chewing food is important for digestion. Remember, we were just talking about like saliva helps to break down the food so that your body, your stomach can absorb, not your stomach, that your body can absorb the nutrient better. Juices can be helpful to cleanse, for cleansing, but don't provide you with a nutrient like whole food, like chewing your own food. So avoid juices if you get bloated and experiences gassiness and flatulence. You know what flatulence is, right? So, so in our program, we don't juice, we chew our food. And and there's something called the sumo effect. How many people you know that if you know people, when they go on diet, they basically starve themselves and skip breakfast and like starvation. Tell me, like, you know, people who go on diet. If you know, type yes. If you know people go on diet and they go on starvation, right? A lot of people do, right? People go on diet, they just stop eating, right? And there's something called the sumo effect. If you, a sumo wrestler day starts at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning with training and exercise, right? And that sounds right. If you get up early, that sounds pretty, you know, healthy, right? But no, surprisingly, breakfast is not served. Skipping breakfast and working out instead slow down the wrestler metabolism. Skipping breakfast and working out is actually slow down the metabolism. So they usually don't eat until around 11 a.m. That's how many hours? They get up, what, 4 o'clock? They don't eat 11. So that's what? Somebody help me out. How many hours is that? That's what? 7 hours? They don't eat, right? Is that 7 hours? Right, 7 hours.
Yeah, 7 hours.
Okay, it also get them hungry enough for that 10,000 calorie lunch, and then they get so hungry, they eat so much, and that's how they get that sumo effect. All that fat build up, slow metabolism, building out all that fat. Do you think you want to look like that? I don't think so, right? So, okay, so that's the sumo effect. So, and people know, like skipping breakfast, starvation is common, right? When people go on diet, that's a common things to do, right? No, that slow down your metabolism. You do not want to be looking and feeling like the sumo. So another thing is that as we get older, or you don't have to get older, you feel sluggish, and then here, like, how do you know you have slow metabolism, right? People talk about metabolism, how do you know? You know, so these are the 10 signs you have a slow metabolism. And you know, of course, you feel sluggish, right? One is you always feel cold, right? And then when you feel cold, your metabolism is being slowed down. So you need to change your diet now. And you're always tired, right? That's another thing, a sign. You keep forgetting things, right? Yeah, our brain needs sugar, right? It needs power. You have dry skin, and you have frequent headaches. You're losing hair. These are all the signs of slow metabolism. You've lost your sex drive. You're feeling depressed. Wow. Having, you know, slow metabolism, you're gaining weight. That's another issue, right? 10, you have a difficulty losing weight. And, you know, so what can we do to increase our metabolism rate? Is don't skip meals, don't starve, follow the beat the bowl to code 3333, and drink enough water, do high intensity workout, be patient. It takes 3 months to reset. Chill, be happy, join us in our community and have that group support and get plenty of sleep. Okay, so the body wants to stay the same. People don't realize it. This is, and these are the few reasons that the body wants to stay the same. Your metabolism will slow down to store fat. The more you work out or manage your calorie intake to lose weight, the more your metabolism wants to compensate by slowing down to maintain your current weight. Wow. The more weight you want to lose, the slower your metabolism, because your body, your brain is trying to compensate that. Okay? Metabolism compensation kicks in to preserve and store fat for future energy. Interesting, when you start losing weight, your body slow down the metabolism. Your body doesn't want you to lose that weight, so your body wants to stay the same. And then your hormones makes you want to eat more, right? They want to, the more you want to go on diet, the more you think about it, the more you want to eat, right? Fat cell produce leptin, which it tells your brain when you're full. They shrink when you lose weight, produce less leptin, making you feel less full. So when you go on a diet, you just feel hungrier. Ghrelin produced by the stomach tells the brain it's time to refuel. When you lose weight, ghrelin levels rise, prompting you to want to eat more frequently. So when you try to lose the weight, your body actually tells you to eat more. So these are the hormones that's playing trick like on you, not so wants to stay the same. And another reason the body is extra prepared for your second try, right? When your body gets sick, it creates antibodies to deal with the illness so that next time the immune system is prepared, right? Unfortunately, it reacts in a similar way to weight loss. If you lost weight in the past due to exercise or diet changes, the hormones and metabolism in your body will adjust to prevent similar damage, and you'll see fewer weight loss result. Wow. So your body wants you to prepare you not to lose the weight. So your body really actually wants to stay the same. So that's why it's so hard to lose the weight. Okay. So drinking water can also help me to lose weight. One, they always tell us, right, to drink a lot of water. And here's the reason for that. One, water is a natural appetite suppressant. When the stomach senses that it's full, it sends signal to the brain to stop eating. Water can help to take up space in the stomach, leading to a feeling of fullness and reducing hunger. So you can fill your stomach with water and feeling fuller. It's a natural suppressant, appetite suppressant. Also, water increases calorie burning. In a 2014 study, people who drank 500 milliliters of cold and room temperature water experienced an increase in energy expenditure by burning between 2 and 3% more calories than usual in the 90 minutes after drinking the water. Wow. Yeah, your body had to heat up the water, the extra water you drink, right? Water may also temporarily increase the number of calories burned while resting. Drinking cold water may further enhance water's calorie burning benefit because the body expends energy or calorie by heating up the water for digestion. Yeah, so drinking water to burn more calories. Water helps to remove waste from body. When the body is dehydrated, it cannot correctly remove waste as urine or feces. So water helps your body to flush out the toxin and waste. 4, drinking water can reduce overall liquid calorie intake. Most people also ignore how many calories they consume in sport drink or alcoholic beverages. In a study from 2015, female participants drank 250 milliliters of water after lunch each day while attending a 24-week weight loss program. They lost 13.6% more weight than women in the same program who drank the same volume of diet beverages after lunch. So drinking water can reduce overall liquid calorie intake instead of drinking alcohol and other sports drink, which add more calories to your body, right? So drinking water can reduce the calories that people don't count most of the time from the drink they have. So water is necessary to burn fat. Without water, the body cannot properly metabolize stored fats or carbohydrates. That process, the process of metabolizing fat, is called lipolysis. The first step of this process is hydrolysis, which occurs when water molecules interact with triglyceride, which is the fat, to create glycerol and fatty acid. Drinking enough water is essential for burning off fat from food, drink, as well as stored fat. So we need water to burn off fat. So make sure you drink a lot of water, right? Water helps with workout. Water helps muscle, kinetic tissue, and joints to move correctly. It also helps the lungs, hearts, and other organs to work effectively as they ramp up activities during exercise. And especially when we exercise, we perspire, right? We're losing water. Being hydrated reduce the risk of things that can get in the ways of good workouts, such as muscle cramps and fatigue. So drinking water, especially when we exercise, so water helps with workout. So the next question says, okay, the water is good for you. It helps you to lose the fat, right? And it has so many great benefits, but how much water are you supposed to take? So you can take out your pen and calculator and just figure this formula out. Normal urine output is 1.2 millimeter kilogram per hour, right? And then insensible fluid loss, an amount of body fluid loss daily that's not easily measured from the respiratory system, skin, and water, and the excreted stool is about half a liter, 500 milliliter. So you just take 2 millimeter in your weight in kilograms and times 24 hours, and then plus the half liter or 500 milliliter, and altogether that's a recommended water intake. Okay, so let's say, I don't have an extra calculator. Let's say your weight is 60 kilogram, right? And you times 2, that's 120, and times 24, right? That's 100. Oh, gee, I don't have a calculator. And then you add the 500 milliliter. For me, it's almost 4 gallon. For me, it's almost 1 gallon of water a day. So this is a formula that you can work it out. Just remember just your weight in kilogram times 2 millimeter times 24 hours plus the half liter or 500 milliliter. That's your recommended water intake. So active lifestyle, exercise minimum 30 minutes, 3 times a week, resistant muscle exercise early, protein shake just after 80, and protein shake just after, which will help 80% muscle during the sleep. So your body start building muscle during your sleep. So go to sleep early between 9 to 12. So for a variety of resistant aerobic stretching, 7 to 8 hours of good habit exercise, 10,000 step brisk walking instead of taking the stairs or the escalator, just climb the stairs, time and 10 floors daily. Let's say now we don't go out, like we're staying home most of the time because of COVID-19. There's an app called 7 Minutes Workout app. It's a free app. You can download it. It's very easy. Just do 7 minutes and twice a day, and it will help you to have an active life. You don't need to go to gym, and you download this app in your phone, and you can do it from your home. So, and we've seen the exclusive science and power age law to come together to solve some critical. Now it's the first time. Okay, so let's. Okay, so our weight management is totally different than any other program in the world because we have something called age law. We actually reset the gene expression. Remember I was talking about there's myth about it's in your gene. It's kind of right because it's in the gene expression. See, when you're 20 years old, and you're 80 years old, you have the same genes, right? But how you look when you're 20, then your 80 is totally different. There's a technology called gene expression that actually can see how the expression of your gene is different from 20 to 80. So that's age lock is finding the nutrient to change the gene expression from in this case, from old to young. This is the gene expression difference demonstrated. So with the nutrient, it actually changed the old gene expression using nutrient to young gene expression. The gene doesn't change, it's how it expresses changing. So this is the exclusive science at New Skin. It's called Age Lock, and it actually helps people to look younger with either skincare or from the inside the body with supplements. So this is the Age Lock gene expression, and we can do that with muscle building. New Skin bought LifeGen technology, and LifeGen technology had accumulated a lot of knowledge on this gene expression science, and New Skin owns and patents the technology, and only New Skin has this. And you can see that our scientists can compare and contrast expression pattern of two biological state. So I show you that already. So identify gene expression pathway linked to fat storage and fat metabolism. So our brain has a lot to do with how much we eat, the hunger, depression, all that. It has to do with the brain too, and also how fast we can build muscle, and also how our fat burn, fat storage and fat metabolism. So our goal with this is to reduce the fat storage and increase the fat burn. And this is, and with the Age Lock, it studied a twin, identical genes, right? But one is overweight twin and the other was normal weight twin, slimmer and with more muscle, right? The same DNA, but different in the gene expression. You can see that, the different in the expression of genes, right? Compared to their normal weight twin, overweight twin exhibit down regulation of gene expression pathway related to fat regulation, storage versus utilization, muscle protein synthesis. So this is exclusive to New Skin on the weight management. Okay. And gene expression relates to the appetite control, center of the brain, right? Our brain tells our body to make, our body makes insulin, leptin, and ghrelin, and send the signal to the brain to control appetite, eating behavior, regulation of energy intake. It is all connected, and then our brain send out, instruction, right? To tell our body what to do. So our proprietary gene expression research, the latest and most robust nutritional science, and it's based on nutrient that we take from food to change our gene expression. And these are, and eating plan based on protein science and nutrition science, and eating plan designed to complement the supplement, support metabolic active lean muscle, and inhibit fat storage. So eating strategy, we mentioned the meat of your palm side, vegetable, full, cooked vegetables, because if you eat salad, it shrinks. So make sure it's cooked vegetable, has to be really handful. In fact, if you feel hungry, you can eat as much vegetables you want. And 1 cup hand-sized carbohydrates. Our body needs carbohydrates. And for fruits, low sugar fruits, strawberry, blueberries, raspberries, apple, and pears are apple like a fist size, And if it's berry, is like, your hand size. So you can use your hand as a measurement tool. So you don't really need to, so taller, bigger person have a bigger hand, smaller person has smaller hand. So instead of, a lot of people who go on diet, right? They have to wait the food they eat and all that. No, we just use our hand. So it makes it a lot easier to follow. Also, let's look at how glucose and insulin and micronutrient, right? So simple carbs is that blue line, right? And what's the simple carbs? Simple carbs are carbs that processed carb with no fiber, okay? And then you can see that the bottom line is the time, right? And on the side is the blue glucose, the sugar, the blood sugar, right? So if you look at this chart, you'll find that eating simple carbs, processed carb with no fiber, it gives you a spike of blood sugar, okay? And then that will make more fat, insulin crash, not enough insulin and crash, and then it gets to store because it's too much sugar all of a sudden in the blood, right? So it goes right into your storage. And so if you're gonna eat carbs, what carb to eat, right? Eat complex carb. Complex carbs is carbs that's unprocessed carbs with fiber. So if you look at the red line here, you see that the sugar level is spread out more in time. It's not as like a spike like the simple carbs, right? So in our diet, we should always choose complex carbs over simple carbs. You want to stay away from single carb to stay away from that spike because the insulin crash and then it goes to storing the fat, right? And then protein, animal source, plant source often contains some carbs. It has a even more spread out time. So it gives a consistent blood glucose. So it's nice to have protein. And in our 3333, we actually eat 2/5 of protein, right, per meal. So that is good. Sugar and fried food is the key enemy in this program. Of course, sugar is bad. That's simple carbs, right? Fried food, it's processed food, oil, right? And well, oil can, become fat, but to burn oil is actually takes longer. The sugar is lower. So these are the example of complex slow carbs, stable food. These are the type of food that we should eat, and vitamins is in our new skin, which is great to have as a carbs, and all the other choices, lotus roots, barley, beans, these are great sources for complex slow carbs. And of course, you see these are processed food, and they took away the fiber, they took the process. So it's fast carbs and sugar, cookies, all these are the ones that we need to stay away from. And of course, alcohol is a form of carbs, tobacco, more free radical to put in our body. If you want a healthier body, you want to reduce the poison, right? Reduce the free radical. And sugar, you already know, is bad for you. So eating most of your protein with only one meal of the day limits duration of metabolic burn. So if you look at the Suma effect, right, earlier, that he didn't, the Suma, wrestler, they have breakfast, they skip breakfast, right? And because of that, it actually slowed down their metabolic rate. And their body only burn, like if they just have a late lunch or a dinner, and it's just the burning of metabolic burn, you're going to feel the slow metabolism. And then there's 10 signs, that you already know you're experiencing metabolic, slow metabolic burn. So if you just eat one big dinner, that is only burning 3 hours. But if you eat, to have the eating protein with each meal accelerates metabolic burn. That means your body burning calories and in a consistent level more. So so to have breakfast, lunch, dinner, 3 meals a day, and you have longer burning of calories and faster metabolism. Open label clinical study. So this is the clinical study of our program, TR90, 90 days on ingredient-based program, 45 women, 21 men complete the study. Participants reported hey, they don't get hungry. When you're on TR90 on our weight management, you lower level of hunger, changes in body silhouette, clothes fit better, like this program better than other program they had tried previously. Why? Because it works. You don't feel that much pain when you don't feel hunger, right? Healthy weight management and body shaping program based on gene expression science address the key factor related to weight management. Healthy metabolism, promote lean muscle maintenance, appetite control. Study on TR90 weight management program resulted in significant weight loss, fat loss, and changes in gene expression. So no longer we actually get into the source nutrient supplement that help our gene express from overweight to slimmer and more muscle states. So it's through the nutritional science, and also our product has more antioxidant science to help to free radical and the gene expression science all together in our program. So LifePack, the perfect companion, nutritional foundation is important. So when you exercise, you want to, your body needs a comprehensive nutrients. So this is a good to have, especially when you on the weight management, so that your body don't crave, people go on diet, they're constantly craving for food because the body is lacking nutrients, right? Your body lacking certain type of nutrient, it's gonna tell your body to eat more to be satisfied. So make sure that you get a LifePack Nano or LifePack to come with a weight management program. And then LifePack also offset oxidative stress during dieting so that, scanner score increases. So we can go over that another time. Biophotonic scanner basically can show how much antioxidant level based on your carotenoid on your skin. And it goes out when you have more when you have more antioxidant in your food or in a supplement in your body. R Square is a great product because it helps maintain energy levels, because R Square daytime actually help the gene expression of your mitochondria to be younger. So mitochondria is your battery, your energy generator. So it helps to improve your energy level. And also nighttime, it goes in and get rid of the waste, cell renewal and cleansing during lipolysis. So who's this company coming out with this age-lock product, right? This is New Skin, and New Skin is actually a business from home, a platform, a proven success rate from home. And also, and most people, when they buy product, either supplements or skincare or other products, they go into the store, right? Like me, before I knew New Skin, I bought everything on store, right? And now there's internet stores, even Amazon, right? Amazon is a big store, and then it's a platform, and then they have vendors, marketing products. So it's pretty much the same thing. And if you just go into the retailer, you're paying a multi-level markup because the retailer have to pay rent, have to pay employees. So the cost of goods could be double, triple. And then when they buy from distributor, the distributor also mark up another 30%. The manufacturer also mark up, their product at least, a lot of company at least double. So New Skin is different. New Skin started with, wanted to make the best product possible and the best price. So they took the route of direct selling. That means when you have buy direct from New Skin and sponsor by someone in New Skin, you can actually get a discount and you can buy direct from New Skin. And all the markup costs for the marketing is only like 43% globally. So it's a lot for your money. It gives you bigger bang when you buy from New Skin versus regular department store and stores. Okay, this is a little bit about New Skin. New Skin is listed as 100 most trustworthy companies. It's well known for its home devices like Lumi Spa, #1 in the world. And in fact, in 18 months after the first launch, it sold 2 million sets in 18 months. And Dun & Bradstreet 5A+1, that's highest rating any company can have, and many Stevie's Award. New Skin also voted as best place to work from its employees 5 years in a row. So this is a company, really amazing premier company with lots of science, currently traded in public company, traded in New York Stock Exchange, and it has the largest anti-aging laboratories in the world. You can go check them out in Provo, Utah, New Skin headquarters, in Shanghai, China. And like I said, home beauty devices is well known worldwide and it's #1. And our science is unique, exclusive, the gene expression science. And Dr. Joseph Chen, coming from a pharmaceutical background, have helped us set up a system called 6S quality control. So all the product, all the supplements and skincare are pharmaceutical grade. And gene expression science, no one else. We also have 75 scientists in-house that keep researching for better product. So great. So I'd like to introduce a breakthrough weight management and body shaping system based on highly innovative gene expression science that unifies your mind and body for a leaner, younger looking you, TR90. Age-Large TR90 weight management program, leveraging gene expression science to unify your body, mind, and powerful partnership. So and it's also, if you look at this, is #1 weight management and well-being brand in Malaysia and Singapore, 2 consecutive years. And this is Pharmanex. This is Pharmanex based on New Skin, and Pharmanex is one company. Pharmanex is the supplement. And this is our Age-Large TR90 3-month kit. We also have another one that has combining less protein shake and giving you 3 bottles of R-square. So what's the Age-Large? Age-Large TR90 Jumpstart, the perfect push to get you prime and ready for success by resetting your body's balance. You can see the beginning of success in just 15 days. And I will show that to you in my own experience and experience all the motivation that comes along with it. So that gives you a jump start. So when you get on this program, you're going to feel it the first 2 weeks, and you're going to see the different, feel the different, and your body shaping is going to show it. And this jump start has saffron, pomegranate, all wonderful, red, orange, prickly pear. These are the ones that change your gene expression, reset your body's balance, and target all three important areas for weight management, metabolism, lean muscle, appetite control. So help you to boost your metabolism, increase your lean muscle, and you don't feel hungry and moody and depressed when you go on a diet, right? Like other diet. And age-locked TR90 control, a key component to make it easier to stay focused on the path to success. So to control your appetite 3 times, and fit, a great way to get your body back on track with optimal weight management. This is fit is help you to build more muscle. And Trim Shake, an easy, delicious solution that's age-locked, remove the guesswork, giving you the ideal protein you need while helping you control calories. And this is the age-locked TR green shake. So you have choices. You can have vegetarian one, or you can have the vegetarian, or you can have the whey, which is chocolate vanilla. So age-locked TR90 weight management program is #1 in Malaysia and Singapore. Reset and reboot your body so that you live younger, more active, more energy and stamina, and more alert. And the program can be customized for your own needs and solution. And custom and package solution. So if you're like mature adult in your senior and you experience slow metabolism, an adult with a degenerated condition, we will recommend you adding the youth and R square. And then if you are adult with history of cancer, abnormal cell growth and family, then we will recommend it to come with G3, T-Green, and Reishi Max. Adult with fertility issue, adult with a lack of libido issues, and then we'll recommend with the R square. So this can be customized just for you. And people who want to grow really sporty and want to improve sport performance in competitive situation, and this will better help you to have better workout and better endurance, improve body physique, muscular, and tone. So the age-locked use and R square definitely help. And also adults with visceral fat, people with visceral, like big tummy with fat and joint pain, and also marine omega and spot can also helpful. So when we talk about spot, we actually have training that you can participate for body sculpting and face sculpting. So you can actually, using spot, improve your circulation of the body. And when your body is improved, the circulation, it can receive nutrient better, it can detox better. So this is also a free training. You're welcome to join us, and it starts on January 4th. So it is totally customized, depends on, what you need. And so people with normal healthy, with muffin top, want to shape up for an event, post-pregnancy, people want to lose weight for different reasons, right? So tell us what you need. Tell your sponsor who's going to be your support coach in this, and tell them what you need, and we can design a package that's just for you. So Chris is someone who's looking to build muscle. You can see from he's pretty fit already, before he started TR90, but because he wanted to build that muscle, he added the youth and the R square, and he found like he was so pleased in 90 days that he was able to build his